Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game, Coach said they were thrilled to get off to a good start last week, starting the season 1-0, but there is so much he wants to clean up. He said, I showed the guys film. We have a very specific list of things that we've got to improve this week. Expectations are already high, but we have got to take it a game at a time and execute a game at a time. He said they will be better today, and their focus is all on execution and communicating. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Hoosiers offense will get first crack at it here. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Man, he was razor sharp last time out, completed better than 70% of his passes, throwing for 200-plus yards.
And I'll tell you what, this QB, man, he has been the surprise of the season to start so far. Just ascending in play. Got his team in a good spot, playing at a really high level. Palmer, this might be a guy that we say, we might not have been talking about him preseason, but we're talking about him now.
Yeah, and we were talking to him this week before the game. He told us he had a bit of a chip on his shoulder coming into this season. He said, you know, not a lot of people were talking about me. Not a lot of people were giving me the attention that I really felt like I deserved, but I'm going to play and I'm going to get people's attention. He's been doing that. This kid has been balling.
Now on first down from the 30. Moves the pocket. It's Cherry. Out wide left, it's Abraham. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Man, guys, we're just getting started, and we're highlighting these players and these guys, and the QB said, all right, just highlight me, because they're coming out with a purpose. They're throwing the football. 2 different guys, 2 different catches, 2 explosive plays.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, the players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. So Ohio State's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here's the name everyone recognizes, Bo Jackson. What a game he had in their last win. More than 200 yards and 4 trips to the end zone.
And he has been as advertised. You're talking about him being a star coming into the season, and through the first part of the season, he's toting the mail. He's doing it all for this squad. Last week you saw him put up big numbers. It starts and ends handing the ball to the running back, setting the tone, Jesse, for this offense.
He looks bigger and faster to me, and I wasn't sure he could be that after how good he was a season ago. But this guy spent a lot of time in the gym and out running in the offseason. And the incredible part is he's putting so much production out every single game. When the defense knows he's getting the ball each and every play, it still doesn't matter. At this point, nobody can stop him.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Hits inside, it's Jackson. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Davis will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Glover. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. You think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. He's got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Running the red zone. It's Cross. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The running back has it. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Left side, it's Jackson. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
I mean, it's really nice when you start to have a QB that understands exactly what the situation is. Third down, like my execution, not trying to make big plays. How can I move the sticks, get myself another set of downs? Nice job by the QB understanding that, being on the same page with his receiver, and getting a fresh set of downs.
They go right back to their man on second and goal. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They want to dance their way in on third and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Buckeye! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. To the air, it's Cherry. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Abraham. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Keeps it. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Quick give, it's White. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Well, they try to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
They had nowhere to go. But those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, and then maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a better job.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back. He wants to throw the football. He sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first down. But way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. The short hands, it's Abraham. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's White. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Behind to crease, it's Martin. They were all over it.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Third down, red zone play. Dropping back, it's Cherry. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Caught, knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout. And these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down immediately.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Davis looking to pass. Soft spot in the middle. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. And the Buckeyes want to crank their tempo.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Buckeyes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Flip it out to the back on the screen. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going to take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. Still on his feet at the 45. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Swamped immediately.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Davis will throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got him downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, it's Ship. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Right at the line. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Now try to pound their way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top?
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. Dropping back, it's Cherry. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive.
And listen, quarterbacks run more nowadays, and we see more of it, but they do have a tendency, because they are a quarterback, to cough it up a little bit. But how about the man? He said, I got this, and jumps back on it. Make sure he covers that thing up so he didn't make a bad play for his offense.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? You can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the grab close to the logo. There he goes. Open it up. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. This should be the last play of the quarter. And that'll probably do it for the third quarter. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Rides to the back. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. So we open the final period with a third down play. Davis looking to pass. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Dead center perfect, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Offense in a bunch formation. Running inside. It's White. Hard running there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keep it on the ground. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To throw, it's Cherry. Lets it fly, and it's incomplete on third down.
And this is why coaches get...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on fourth. Right down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. The run inside. It's Shipp. Enough to move the chains. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Buckeyes look to do some damage in the red zone. Tough run here. It's Shipp. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Snap from the gun on third down. Finds his target. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Cherry. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand. You're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Rushes on. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. Rush right in his face. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Defense all over him.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
Got the 1st down. A lot of room to the right. At the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the punishment has been extended.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock and made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finishing touch, courtesy of that 75-yard run to the end zone. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking downfield, it's Cherry. They're all over him. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's bad.